A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. In this particular session, I'm picking on to certain energies, and here is a message for all those people who might resonate with it. First of all, I'm picking up on to a narcissist, a very strong kind of narcissistic energy around you. Whosoever resonates with it, do mention in the comment section. Now, what's happening that I can sense someone around you who has a huge sense of self-entitlement, or this person is extremely overprivileged. This person actually thinks that they can step into your zone anytime they want, and there's a strong sense of superiority that places this person above other people, and this person should be the center of attention. And it's not like a person who is really suffering or really sad or really going through something, because people who go through something, people who are suffering, people who have some issue going on, they like to work on their issues, they like to sort things out, they like to figure it out, they like to spend time in introspection and retrospection. However, this person is just pretending in front of you that they are sad, and they have a story. Each time they come into your life or in your periphery, they have a story, or they have a certain kind of demand, and they expect that you should feel bad for this person. You may not even understand their story properly, or they would never actually give you the whole story. Like 100% of truth or 100% of story is never given to you. Only bits and pieces are given to you. The one bit that is going to create maximum sympathy in you. However, they like to dominate the conversations because they believe that only they have something worthwhile to say. Or in the opposite scenario, if you are talking to them, if you are having a conversation with them and you are sharing them whatever you've gone through, whatever your experience has been, this person is going to totally ignore whatever you are saying. Even if it is something very genuine, maybe you felt sick, maybe you were hurt, or if it's not something negative, it could be something which is important, okay, which is important for you. Maybe you are meeting only for that reason. So hardly you get to talk to this person properly, because every time you try to talk to this person, they always listen to you and they go like, hey, I also have this, or I'm also going through this, and then the next conversation, whatever you're gonna have, will be sabotaged completely by them. And this goes on happening each time. So you're always either not able to speak fully, or there is a lot of stuff that keeps piling up, and every time you see them, you share so much that you yourself start feeling that you're oversharing. But despite that, from the other side, there is no acknowledgement, there is no excitement. Like, they never give you that expression which a human being should give to another human being. There is very less empathy, lack of empathy is there, but yet this person is around you. So let's understand, this person is not interested in listening to you. This person does not care about what you stand for. This person does not see all the good things you've done for them. This person cannot appreciate. This person cannot even show respect. Yet this person is around you. Why? They come back to you, or they come around you because they feel that they are entitled to just be around nice people, giving people, loving people, and also because you always feel that they will change. You're always hoping and expecting that maybe next time they'll change, because how it happens is that step by step you have been detaching with this person. This is what I'm being shown. Maybe 10-12 years back from now, if you have to look at timeline, just as an example, maybe 10-12 years back you were extremely attached to this person, you were totally blinded by this person. At that time, whatever this person said was everything for you. End of the world, okay, end of the everything, the conversation. If that person has said it, then you're gonna do it. But because you started shifting and you started changing, you started seeing this person's other side also, which was not visible to you. Now, if in case this time frame is not that long, then you can reduce it according to whatever you know, and you will realize that a first phase was completely, you were totally into this person's control. You were wrapped around their small finger and you were doing everything because you believed that whatever this person was showing to you, whatever this person was talking about, the pain, especially because pain is the thing that they always use. They know that you got that type of a heart and they know how to manipulate people. So they always use pain. They always say, oh, I went through this, oh, I went through that, oh, little bit of tears here and there, my life is so sad, a little bit of more sob story. And every time it worked with you, okay? But because this person is also envious of other people's accomplishments and they can do anything to get the attention back to them, so at that moment in time, they didn't see you as a threat or as a competition. They saw you as someone who could be manipulated by them and who would be always under them, like a minion, like their army, okay? But when you started shifting, when you started doing, actually you never did inner work intentionally in the beginning. Intentionally, it was the matrix inner work, it was the matrix reality that pushed you into inner work. So that was also a type of inner work that you were doing. But it was the matrix experience that led you to start thinking that, whatever I'm doing is not correct. So you stopped becoming a minion, you stopped becoming a person who was under their control, and you started doing their own things. But you were also seeking for approval, or you were also going through some kind of a push and pull or runner chaser dynamic with this person. So this person is always coming back to you because you are also giving them some kind of energy. They feel that they can take your energy. Now, giving energy is not a bad thing entirely. I don't say that you can't be a giver. You should be a giver, but there has to be some respect given to your boundaries. You obviously possess a key of something that they need from you, but they cannot see criticism as a healthy feedback or something that you can work on. They can work on. They just see it like an attack, or they just see it like you're just getting angry, or you don't mean anything, but you just want to insult them. So this person can request for favors and they can put their needs first, and they will also make it sound in such a way as if it's a demand that you have to fulfill. So because they are envious of other people's accomplishments, this person who saw you as someone who was supposed to serve them like a slave only, when you said no, you will not be a slave, because you have a certain nature. This person thought that you are very innocent, you are very gullible, you can be fooled very easily. You can be fooled. Maybe once or twice they did manage to fool you, in the sense they were thinking your niceness, because you are an overgiving person. Sometimes you give a lot, and when you give, you're going out of your way. So when you're going out of your way in giving something to someone, that person starts thinking that you will always be this way, you will keep doing this. But you were doing it only because you did not understand their intention. Now that you understand their intention, now that you realize that this person's game is this only, they don't respect you, they don't respect your boundaries, they don't respect people who are giving and caring and loving and kind. All they care about is them, with their inflated ego, inflated sense of entitlement, inflated sense of importance, and inflated sense which they need to be center stage. So all these qualities you have started noticing now, which you probably did not notice earlier. Earlier you thought that okay, they could be suffering, they could be having a problem, or they could be really genuinely very special, very nice human being. Everybody is out there to get them, because that's how they projected their life to be, that everybody is out there to get them, and they never showed their side, how they are wrong. But now that you know how they are wrong, You also probably must have told them that you need to work on yourself. If you're not going to work on yourself, you're not going to have a better life. So this person is suffering and is miserable, and in order to feel good about themselves, they keep coming back to you, or maybe they have similar sources like you. But you could be the most grand source, the best source, and you could also be the one who could probably help them turn things around. But you don't have to really do it this way, the way you have been doing. You have to simply not accept them when they come back each time, because they have the habit of treating people like a doormat. They want to take whenever they want to take. They don't want to do anything for anyone, and this person I'm sensing has a very big ego, very big ego. If you tell them anything, it could be literally anything, and that person probably knows that this will make you happy, or this will make you feel respected, or this will make you feel nice, or in general day-to-day life also, it's something that they should do for you. But if they know that they should do this for you and you will like it, they will never do it. It's as simple as that. And especially if they have an obligation, like when you put them under the obligation that this needs to be done, this has to be done, this is important, they will never do it. They will never do it. I have seen this with all cold-blooded narcissists, even in my personal journey. All cold-blooded narcissists are like this, whether they are mother, father, sister, brother, best friend, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever role they are in. You have to really convince them. And the crazy part is that if you are convincing them, they're going to act like they are convincing you. They will not even want to beg for the attention, or they would not even want to beg for humanity or whatever it is that they want to call it. Without begging for anything, they're going to make you feel like they are begging for the attention or for the love or for the kindness. Actually, they want you to beg for it. Actually, they want you to be their slave. Actually, they want you to be the one to say to them that, hey, you know what, I need you, you got to be there. And when they see you crying and cribbing and feeling bad, they see you in some kind of stress, because it's your nature. You want to do good, okay? You want to do good. And actually, they are stupid. I'll tell you, this is their stupidity, because whatever you're doing for them, or whatever you're asking them to do for you, it may look like you're asking them to do something for you, but you're actually asking them to do something for themselves only. It will benefit them only in the long run, but they don't see it like that. They are so stupid. I have to use the word stupid because they do not understand half of the things because of their inflated sense of ego. The heightened sense of ego makes them think that no, this person can never do something nice to me, or no one can be nice, because they are not nice to anyone. People usually see the world how they are, right? So if this person is selfish, is always blaming other people rather than taking personal responsibility, they'll have a lack of empathy. They are high maintenance because they need your attention. They need you to praise them. They need you to constantly praise them. Keep telling them how special they are, how privileged they are, how God touched they are. And not overprivileged, but how privileged they are. They can only be understood by special beings, or very high status people. And when I say high status, I can mean energetically also. They need to be reminded of that. And probably they know that you are high vibrational. They know that you have a certain type of thing going on in your life. You have a certain type of, dynamic going on in your life. So they feel, okay, I should be around this person. But they need to have reasonable expectations to get favorable treatments. As per this channeling session, which also seems to be an important juncture in your own destination, going towards your destination, this is an important juncture, because here you're going to say no to misbehavior, to bad treatment given to you by someone with whom you have always been nice. It is also a juncture of detachment, because now you have realized that because you're showing to another person that they are important, they are needed, they are someone you have asked for things to do. Let me give you one more example which will help you clarify this thing. In the Indian subcontinent, we have seen this, that the society, the people are very, very important. Okay, other people, how other people perceive you is very important. It may not be important for you per se, you as a person who's listening, but for a lot of people it is very, very important. So for example, you are surrounded by someone, or you are close to someone who is that type of person who really cares about public image or what other people are going to think about them. So you make them do something, or you want them to do certain things which will amplify their image or which will make them look better. But when you tell them that, you must do this, because if you're going to do this, people will see you in a positive light, people will respect you more. How they see it is that you are asking them to do something that you want them to do, and they will be like, no, I cannot do this. Or even if they do it, they will do it after a lot of pleading, lot of chasing. Like you're constantly chasing this person, can you do this, can you do this, can you do this. So this is the stupidity this person has, that even if you are wanting to do something for their benefit, for their own benefit, you're asking them to do something. Like you're asking them to eat vegetables and soup because they have a stomach problem, they have a bad stomach problem, and you're saying that, hey, why don't you have this soup, and why don't you have this whatever food that I've specially prepared for you. And they would be like, no, I don't want to eat it. Because in their heads they are thinking that if I'm going to eat the soup or whatever it is, you will be happy. As in you, the one who's giving them that to eat, will be happy, will feel nice, will feel loved, will feel accomplished in some way, etc., etc. So this is the type of thinking they have. It's a very twisted kind of thinking to have. And imagine you are in love with that person, or imagine you are dealing with that person in some capacity. How is it going to be? So initially it can be very hard, because you will never understand what this person wants actually, or why this person is acting this way. So this channeling, via this channeling, you're getting to know that this person is actually just a very egotistical person who does not like to do anything if someone else tells them to do. Because everything anyone tells them to do, they feel like it is being demanded out of them, or they are ordered for it. Someone has ordered them to do it. And trust me, it could also be possible that in the same case, the person who's not well, has a stomach pain or stomach ache or some bad health problem, they only come to you. They only come to you and they say, can I stay here for 2 days with you? You say, okay, fine. But if you want to get better, you got to eat the things that I give to you, because this is not the first time. You've come to me before also with the same condition. Every time you come here to me for the solution or just to give you shelter, you go back fine, and then you keep coming back here again. So it gives me also a lot of trouble. It gives me also some kind of discomfort to see that despite all my effort, you're still not doing good. This is a giver talking. A giver is a type of person who only knows how to give. They don't like to take from anyone, because they take from source, they take from God. They always take from higher beings, they always take from their inner work. Their karma is so pure. So you are thinking that every time this person comes to me with a stomach ache and I tell them have this soup and they don't have it, they go back saying that I'm not gonna have it, and after 3 days they go back. What is this doing? I am wasting so much time making this soup. I am wasting so much time telling them, coaxing them for something which is good for this person only. It's not gonna benefit me in any way. It's gonna benefit this person only. So from now onwards, no more accepting this type of person. If this person says, I want to come over, can you help me out, I have a stomach ache, sorry, I cannot, please look for another place, because you are well equipped to look for another place, you're extremely capable of doing it. Okay, fine. They will throw some tantrum, you will feel bad for a bit, but it will be okay, trust me. Or for example, you have a parent who never cares for you, who's only around when they want to, but they'll always show you as if they are doing a favor on you by coming towards you or coming to care for you or coming to spend time with you. But whenever you ask them, then they will not do it. Or whenever you ask them, it will always be done in a very cribby manner. There will be a lot of complaints and you only have to do 50% of the things. So it's not looking like a favor anymore, it's not looking like help anymore, it's like you have to spend more energy in trying to get that thing done. So now you have to be smart and you have to look for some other solution. Instead of relying on them, instead of depending on them, you got to find out some other way, because clearly they are not of any help. They are literally the mess creator. They are literally the ones who are increasing your burden. You want to get an apple from the fridge and you tell them, hey, can you give me the apple from the fridge? They will be like, you have to come to the drawing room for it. I've kept it in the drawing room. I'm taking it to the drawing room from the fridge. So you'll be like, why are you taking it to the drawing room from the fridge? Just give it to me. Just hand it over to me. Oh, no. I have to first go to the drawing room because I have to pick something from there. So you better come to drawing room and then take it from there. And now you're in your head thinking that instead of going all the way to the drawing room, I would have rather gone to the fridge and picked it up. But now, just because I told this person that I need the apples, they've taken away the apples and kept it in the drawing room. What type of a help is this? So I hope by all these examples that I'm giving to you, you're getting more and more clarity. This type of narcissism is a very stubborn type of narcissism. It doesn't go away like this. And this type of narcissist, if they are connected to you, if they're close to you, then they will keep troubling you in some way or the other. Their blame shifting creates defensiveness, and then they belittle the defensiveness, and then they say, oh, why are you getting so angry? Or for example, it is something which is very obvious, okay, something they've done which is very obvious, and you call that person out. You say, hey, you did this. Then they will say, can you tell me how I did this? Like, it is an obvious thing. They have been doing it for such a long time, and they've probably had multiple conversations with you over it. But after some time, they're going to act completely dumb, like nothing has happened of this nature. And since they shift blame so well and seamlessly, sometimes your guilt and your insecurity will become raw and oversensitive. Like, you will feel like, what the hell? I mean, instead of saying sorry to me, instead of being nice to me, or instead of simply accepting what they've done, they are shifting the blame on me only. They will call you out for something which you haven't even done. They will call you out for something which is not even there. So that will make you feel, usually that makes a person feel guilty, or it makes a person feel like, did I even do this? Like, it's a very confusing thing. Did I even do this? So you have to be smart with this person. They can lend you a hand and then they can subtly cut off at the knees to keep you under their favor, or keep you coming back to them or going back to them. If you point out any error they make, they will go into a defensive mode. They will counter any such notion with anger, or with some kind of cold shoulder, or withdrawal, or rage. Like, they have different coping mechanisms to them. These type of people are extremely bogus. These type of people are the brow beaters, as we say. They are the bullies. They are big-headed. They are braggarts. So, my dear friends, if you are doing inner work, then definitely you should not fall prey to such a person. Whosoever they are, whatever way they are related to you, you should not let this person come to your periphery again, until and unless they learn to follow certain things, they learn to stick to the boundaries, and they learn to respect. Okay? They learn to respect, because you're going to keep gaining skills, you're going to keep gaining information, you're going to keep learning, especially the world you're in, you're going to keep gaining more and more connections. Okay? And they won't be able to catch up with you then. They won't be able to get back to you. And it will be always their loss. Trust me, it will be their loss. They will regret it. I know this. I know this because I've seen this. Okay? Even if they are extremely skilled at making anyone under their influence crave for their approval, you are more skilled. Know that you are more skilled in being a person who can catch these type of red flags and then act accordingly. Alright? So this is where I'm going to close this particular session. Thank you so much for being here with me. For personal sessions and for therapy, especially for twin flame readings, twin flame astrology sessions, for questions and answers about your relationships, as well as for any other challenge that you are facing, you can always get into a session with me. But Please remember, if you're from India, then you need to email to me first to get the PAYTM or GPAY details. And if you're from any other country other than India, then you can use the PayPal link. For therapy also, it is the same thing. You have to take the details, you have to book the therapy, and then you have to let me know that this is the therapy I've taken. Or you can tell me that while you are booking the therapy also. Then I will be sending you a form, and there would be some questions that you need to answer. Based on that, I would be customizing and personalizing the session with you. In the first session, we would be getting to know things in detail. And you can count on me that this is not going to be just a 45 minutes or a 1 hour session where you just talk and I just listen and it's over. That's not how I do therapies. In fact, in my therapies, it's not just the sessions. There's always hand holding that keeps going on throughout the therapy. And all those who are already in therapy, they know about this, they're aware about it. So thank you so much for being there with me. I honestly really appreciate your presence and your existence. You are a wonderful soul. Keep doing your inner work. Keep soaring high. I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.